Hello, welcome. My name is Robin. If this is your first time tuning in, I own Robin's Healing. You can go onto robinshealing.com, check out some of my services, products, etc. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram where I do dailies there as well. So I'm going to work with my tarot and angel card deck. I feel like pulling out quite a few cards today, and it just feels like it's needed. So I'm going to start with whatever comes up here, and it's going to be for April 16th, 2020. So I know you can't see the cards, but that's okay. All right, I was just being told to pull out a lot, so don't mind my mess in the background. Just working on lots of projects at the moment. Okay, so this card is coming up as the primary, King of Pentacles. Okay, so whenever we're working with King energy, this is saying that we're trying to master things right now. It's the mastermind. And so if you feel like there's any need to control right now, it's absolutely not the time to try to control anything. In case you haven't noticed, based on what energetic things are happening in the world. So the more we can release the stress and tension, the better we're going to feel. The other thing is working with Capricorn energy. King of Pentacles is Capricorn. This is very much about solitude, so you can kind of work on, if there's any junk in your trunk, if there's anything you feel like you need to work on, because Capricorns love to work. It's about going inward and just getting things done. So again, try not to control it, but getting things done, okay? Pentacles is usually related to work, but work-life balance as well, because Capricorns really enjoy family as well. So they kind of want to naturally take care of things. So just make sure that you're following through with the things that you really want to do, your endeavors, okay? So that's a really important card. Three of Swords, heartache. And so this is for everyone watching. It's just about what you can get out of the messages. Three of Swords. Three is a number of often decision making. So again, very strong mental energy today. And swords is how we look at our lives. So it says heartache. So if you can see, there's like healing purple in the background, but these swords obviously are sharp. And one of the things that I just looked at right before I came on here was asking Archangel Michael to cut any energetic cords that are not serving us to our highest and greatest good. So it's not just like detaching yourself from other people, it's just detaching yourself from anything that's weighing you down, any heavy type of energy, okay? So if you want to console someone, you can reach out to me. This often, what the card means is that you're able to see things very clearly, and as a result of that, it may weigh a little bit heavy on your heart. So use Archangel Michael to help you through that. And underneath my talks, I did do a cord cutting exercise with Michael, so you can check that out if you're looking for some type of healing, okay? Then we have the Lovers card, Angels of Commitment. All right, the Lovers card will often indicate that there's something going on in relation to the heart that you're trying to sort out right now, again, as we're talking about mental energy. So it's so important that we're being productive and really taking care of our hearts, so to make sure that we are on track with things, because it makes us feel good when we feel like we're doing the right thing. So nothing is ever set in stone, and so that's why we don't want to control today, because we want to be able to trust a little bit more that the energy is trying to teach us something, okay? So really connect into that heart. In every reading I've been doing today, the heart is really coming up. So just pay close attention to how your heart's feeling and just honor that. 10 of Cups. This is the most amount of emotions that we can feel, and it's funny that it says home on it. So I like working with these cards a lot. And so if you look at each cup representing something going on in your life that's very emotional, something that you've picked up along the way. As I was saying, Archangel Michael can help you kind of let go of that heavy energy, but it's also mentally important for you to let go as well. Trusting that you have all that energy around you available to you, so it's reminding yourself to stay in that strength energy to find balance, right? So there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and it's definitely weighing down a lot of people. I know as an empath, it's been a big challenge for me as well. Temperance, Angel of Peace. Okay, this is a really beautiful card. Again, if we think about the cup representing, emotional things that we've been picking up along the way, this does say that if you have these abilities, as I said, to do a cord cutting exercise, you can ask yourself, are you actually taking the time to do those little things? Because that's what this card is suggesting, that it's for peace of mind, right? It's for healing the heart. So just taking more time to sit with that energy a bit more, because right now the last thing you want to do is be stressing about time. All right, great advice. The High Priestess, Angel of Power. Really, really like the beautiful card and image there. So again, trust what you're gravitating towards. To me, it looks like there's another cup in her hand. And I look at that knowing what the High Priestess means. It's important that we're really connecting to that intuition, as I was saying, to that heart, to those emotions. So we're getting a repeat here. But it does feel like if there's something that you're being called into, trust that, right? You don't have to know why, you just have to act on it. So if there's stuff you still need to clear out in your life, absolutely do that. You can reach out to me for a healing session. They're either a half an hour or 1 hour, and so I would recommend, if you're feeling like a lot of tension in your back, shoulders, even lower back, just if you're not talking to me, talk to somebody about it, and again, work more with the angelic realms if you're being called to that, but it sounds like we have to do something about this, okay? 9 of Pentacles, comfort. Okay, lots of work-life balance still coming up. So it says comfort in the Pentacles. So you should feel relatively good about your self-worth at this time. So if you're going forward, which you probably are, then it's about, really connecting to the positive memories and positive thoughts. Look at how much you've been doing. It's really important, because it's an energy here where it's like you can become an amazing spiritual worker. You can become an amazing light worker if you want to. I also teach Reiki courses online, so reach out to me if you want to do that. There's tons of opportunities. There's miscommunication. There's misbehaviors happening right now, but those miscommunications are about people not doing the work. The misbehaviors are people who are not in the energy that they want to be, and they're trying to control things, or they're feeling frustrated. And again, I can help you with things like that. I do sound healing as well, so in a distant healing session, I might work with some sound with you still, okay? So yeah, that's making me feel more calm already. So again, if you do this stuff yourself, then just connect to that. I sell crystals as well. Today with your energies, I'm working with jasper, I'm working with amethyst, and I'm working with my lava beads and my chakra bracelet, also hematite, okay? And then I also have red agate in my ears and lapis lazuli, okay? Those are my main guys. And I'm working with yellow citron around my heart and tiger's eye. Yeah, that feels right. Yes. So King of Swords, again, we have another king, so only this is discussing the energy of being a support worker, being a healer. So if you're one of those people who, and it says decisions, if you're one of those people who it's like, what, how do I do a cord cutting, that sort of thing, again, if you just book even like a half an hour session as a general session, I can help you through some of these difficult times. People tend to get really caught up in the head and in the thoughts, in the mental, and it ends up hurting them as a result. So the more you can release, the more stress you can work through, the better you're going to feel. Absolutely. Yes. Just taking the energy and that sort of thing. I also have a yoga, like a very brief yoga practice for people who have never done yoga before, or if you have, it's fine, underneath my talks too. Angel of the Past, Judgment, okay, makes sense. So this is about feeling good inside and out. So ask yourself some really deep questions today, because I feel like a lot of people are finally in their element. If they're emotional people like healers, this is a perfect time for you because you're growing spiritually. If you're a person who is a workhorse, This might be a perfect time for someone who might need a tiny little bit of a break and they wouldn't get it otherwise. So we're really focusing in on your element. What is it that makes you special? What makes you different? Because that is so important. This is an optimal time for clearing, okay? And as I said, I can help you with it if you don't even know what that means. Page of Wands, ideas. And feel free to comment on some topics that you would like more discussions on. This is, for me, a new experience, but I am feeling called into YouTube, okay? So if you haven't subscribed and you're watching on Facebook, it'd be so great if you did subscribe so that I can know that people are watching, because it's really helpful. So first thing I'm noticing is that orangey, brownie kind of color, the red. And as I was saying, I'm working with that in my ears, because when we wear earrings, it's really great for stress. So when you're working with the community, because pages are younger people, they're learning, they're being educated, and wands is their, it's their passion and their desires and their wants and the way that they express themselves. This is kind of saying that if you want to get out more and do more things and socialize more, but you can't, there are new avenues that are opening up for people as we have ideas. So if you're one of those people, so for instance, even I did a past life regression workshop the other night, and it might be like, oh, I don't know if I really want to do that or tap into that. Same with, I don't offer that as a service under my services, but I will even do that for you as well. Because it's about opening up our eyes, our clairvoyance, to what is standing out to us most. Getting out of the logical and just, again, opening up. So there's a huge connection process that has to happen in the heart today to make sure that you're being influenced by positive energies, right? So cleansing, clearing, but then opening up to the new vibrations that are coming in. We do have a new moon coming up around the 27th of this month. I did an April monthly reading as well, so you can watch that. You may want to go back and watch my full moon reading as well. Lots of stuff happening there. But that girl's really beautiful. She loves to work with the public. So again, just rinsing yourself of maybe old energies, because chances are you're reconnecting with your spiritual a lot. That's why I was bringing up the past life, right? Because we have these ideas, again, ideas in our mind or things that people have said to us, and it's not always right for us. It's not always correct. So the more we're able to support each other when we're going through difficult times, the more pure we're all going to feel spiritually, right? And we have the love card, Ace of Cups. Beautiful energy, getting a lot of tension here in my back. So there's someone who feels like they lack trust. And so this is saying that you are on the right path, but maybe you fell off a little bit, right? Maybe there's some fears that are still stuck in there. So theta healing might be great for you, where we can release anything that's holding you back. So if there is judgment, going back into our judgment card, anything that's blocking you from healing, you have to dig to figure that out. And sometimes there might be some skeletons in your closet, right? My closet's open. Doesn't mean there aren't skeletons in it, right? We all have a past, but we all have a path. So the judgment card is saying that, hey, you're probably connecting to a lot of stuff. And this is saying it's time to be positive and not feel confined or structured too much in this energy. We have to open up and get clarity on situations, get a reading, things like that. Work with your own cards. I teach tarot. I teach tarot and angel, things like that. So if you want me to teach you, we can set that up as well online. Totally up to you. I'm also going to be selling cards soon. So if you don't own cards and you're local, you can pick some up from me. 5 of Wands, Tess. All right. This is when we're in an energy that's temporary. So 5 is kind of like one of those energies, as I said, we're struggling a bit, so there's going to be stress, but it's equaling change, right? Yes, old friendships, old behaviors coming up. I know that makes sense for me, because sometimes we need to work on our self-esteem, and in order to do that, we go through experiences, right? So say you've been in an abusive relationship. Well, what did that abusive relationship teach you? Right? Maybe how to laugh more, how to have more freedom, how to have more joy, how to be okay with the self, how to heal when things are bothering you because you know where you've been, that sort of thing. So it's a pretty powerful card, and that's why it says Tess. It's saying that, you know, we go through difficult times. That's our reality. So it's, nobody's giving you a hard time. So maybe cut those cords and let it out, okay? Yeah. Okay, cool. Makes sense that we're transitioning into more fire energy as we're working through the earth and like the sun and just kind of working a little bit more on where we are energetically. So we have inspiration. I love this card. Yay! Ace of Wands. Aces are our new beginnings. And this is saying, okay, we've got what it takes. We have the structure. Now we get to get out of the structure because we have that foundation. We have that gift. So why beat a dead horse? Why keep drilling and giving yourself a difficult time if you already have what it takes? Mental energy, absolutely. This is saying that you have joy inside of you. So reach really freaking deep, get in there, have more fun, splash around, make some bubbles, whatever it is. Do karaoke at home. It's all good. So there's punishment energy, judgment energy, gotta clear it out, okay? Super important. Probably why I felt like really connecting to more cards today. So Ace of Swords, all like aces, new beginnings, victory. I love this card because this is saying that we are climatizing, we are adjusting, we are humans, we are meant to climatize, we are meant to experience life in different ways. But when we get a little bit stubborn, then we're not as open. So this is saying that when you work on your back, when you work on your stress, when you work on your heart, when you work on your throat, and I mean like looking up the chakras, looking up the meridian acupressure points around some of this stuff, the lungs are carried right around here, right? So if it's breathing a little bit deeper, do the yoga exercise. So I'm offering these videos to help people. So yeah, I feel like sometimes people will reach out to me and ask me, you know, can you give me a meditation or whatever it is. Just go through my YouTube a bit more, but also just actually comment on my YouTube because it helps me so much as well, okay? Because whenever we're going and commenting, we're helping someone else too. So there's some pure energy coming up here. And if you have old fears, if you have stuff from childhood, any type of trauma, this is a perfect opportunity, a new avenue for you to start enjoying life more because there's something really beautiful coming through right now, okay? So just remind yourself that if you want to learn Reiki, if you already have that, anything, just connect more and just add a little bit of spice to your life, okay? Spice up your life, every boy and every girl. All right, take care and have an amazing day. Bye for now.